What is your favorite type of gaming? For me, it's randomizers. It shows a vast knowledge of the game mixed with RNG aspects that makes the game a random mess that somehow still works. This is the SMRPG Randomizer experience, and let's get into how it works. So with the SMRPG Randomizer, it can pretty much randomize everything from shop items, equipment stats, character stats, key items, and even star locations, plus much more. With this randomizer, it's open world, so you can start out anywhere on the map besides Smithy's factory until you have all 7 stars. I've played this randomizer so many times in the past, so I'm gonna be a bit different with this one. Like, I'm gonna make it a bit more difficult on myself and make it so that I can only start out with one character and no double EXP, and I'm gonna add Kulaks to the boss pool. So let's get ready for the SMRPG Randomizer experience. As I start out the game, I find myself hanging from the wall of Mario's pad with no Toad in sight. Interesting, where's Toad? Quickly grabbing the Cricket Gem from underneath the bed, because that's the best place to store your leftover pizza, let's be honest. Who hasn't stored a leftover Domino's pizza underneath their bed, trying to hide it from their parents? It's my pizza! But moving on. After getting situated with my surroundings, I head to the Mushroom Kingdom to find some extra item locations, such as the item shop's free item and Princess Peach's questionables location that can be anything now. After grabbing that, I get set up for the next 30 minutes doing my usual item checking at all the easy to grab locations in the game. "30 minutes into the run, I'm finally set up to progress. Now let's head to Mushroom Way where we find Mallow. I'm already level 5 on Mario because of the sea, where you can get an easy 5 levels just from using the star box there. So running through Mushroom Way was pretty much a cakewalk for me because I was already a good level and having such good equipment on me already. After saving Mallow a second time from a hungry flying Koopa, he gives us some really good items in the Hurley gloves that sadly only Princess Peach can use with her manly hands. Soon after, we reach the end of Mushroom Way, where we find Belome 2. Because the bosses are scaled to their respected spots in the game, Belome 2 only has the stats of the Hammer Brothers, which means 100 HP Belome is a piece of cake to beat in 2 hits, and earning me my first star piece too. Now I head to Bandit Way, where I find Dodo. I quickly head through the whole area grabbing the star box for some extra EXP and ended up missing another box somehow. We get into a battle with the extinct bird and end up destroying him because of our level on Mario. Now time to head back to Mushroom Kingdom, where we find the entire place overran by Shy Guys. I quickly do some item checks here for a chance to get a super suit, then head into our boss fight with Jagger! I got the moves like Jagger. Now I go to Kiro Sewers, the place plumbers fear the most, and get into a fight with Exor in the item box boss fight. He takes out Mario because, let's be honest, Mario can't handle the sewers and Mallow ends up clutching the fight and sealing us our second star piece. But I will be honest with you, Exor is a very dangerous boss early on, even when scaled down, because his magic damage still does quite a bit. Because they're scaling all the stats to their respected points in the game. So say like if I was at Belome 1 with Exor, he would have around the same magic stats as Belome 1, but he would still be doing quite a bit of magic damage because early on you need to find at least some good magic armor to be able to negate that type of damage done to you. But now, after we make our way where Belome is, and end up fighting Magic Koopa, the Big Bang Theory ended me on my first attempt. It was like Rick and Morty humor, it flew over my head. Second attempt, Mario survives most of the magic spells, and I get a nice clean run defeating Magic Koopa. We're back at Tadpole Pond creating some mixtapes. I'ma become the next soldier boy. Now we're at Forest Maze. We run through the whole forest, grabbing even the hidden rooms chests, to then find Gino in the forest and get into a fight with Jinx 1. I was nervous at first because I thought this was possibly Jinx 2 or 3, but it was just 1, so I had a really easy time with the battle. Gaining a new ally in Gino, which knows Comeback, so he's gonna be a really staple unit for my run because Comeback is literally the revive move. Now I head back to the inn now in Rosetown and gain a random item in the safety ring from the kid who completely murked us in the story. Now it's time to head to Moleville, where I defeat all the flunkies in the mine for a chance at good gear and get into a fight with the first boss of here, which is Boomer, where the Croco boss normally is. Pretty simple fight, but he ends up shaking down my Shino like if he was airport security. I run through the rest of the area and getting into a fight with the last boss of this area, Boyer. He gave me some trouble because I hate it when he locks my attack button, but I defeat him and gain Bowser. Bowser knows Group Hug and is going to be a really good healer later on for my team, but I'm going to stick with Mario for physical damage for the time being. But later on I'm going to be switching to Bowser for the healing. Now I head to Booster Tower to find Croco. Big tip here, if you have Super Flame or Ultra Flame, use it on Croco for a free extra turn of no attacks from Croco, because it kind of stuns him, it sets him on fire and stuns him for a turn. So Croco didn't give me too much trouble for me, but then again I am pretty much set at this point on teammates and skills. Now we head out onto the balcony to find Wario? Just kidding, we find Wario's cousin Mario. Jokes aside, Booster was very average level, but he did end up Polar Expressing my Mario into nothingness. But I still end up beating him and not getting a star piece, but like still showing my dominance to Booster, showing that I am Peach's real man. Now that I'm all set, I head back to Mushroom Kingdom to buy the super suit in the shop for my Mallow to turn him into Grand Wizard Mallow. Mallow does crazy magic damage now, so he's going to be crucial to my success in this run for grabbing quick EXP, because he has Thunderbolt or Thunder Shock. What was that name? The Thunder move that does AoE, and it only costs 1 FP for me now. But now I head back to Marymore in the wedding area to get into a fight with the Hammer Brothers. I didn't know they also did weddings. The Hammer Brothers are entrepreneurs in this game, obviously. They went from robbing people to running a successful marriage business. But Mallow makes this way too easy with 170 plus damage with hits with Thunderbolt, and earning the last ally in Toadstool. Now I quickly head to Star Hill and find the third star piece of the run. These star pieces are really easy this seed. I was so happy with this seed because the star pieces have been really easy so far. Time to head to the sunken ship, where I decipher the door code to find a dragon. Now this fight was a bit annoying because it has all the health from the previous boss here. So it took a while to take care of this guy, because I think the previous boss here has like 2k health, something around there. So it took a lot of attacks to just beat this guy down in its 2 phases, and I had to be really careful of the magic phase and the physical. I think Boulder does physical damage, even though it's a magic skill. I think Boulder does physical damage, if I remember correctly. So not only that, like, it was a mix of physical and magical damage that I had to be careful of that still was doing quite a bit of damage to me. But, in the hidden boss fight, which was the item box, it was Belome, which took 4 hits because Mallow just is the smartest magic user of all time. Like, Grand Wizard Mallow, literally, I love him so much. Now I head to the end of the ship, where I find a tag team duo in 2 clowns in Knife Guy and Great Guy. Mallow destroys Great Guy, and I absolutely shred through Knife Guy to get the 5th star piece already. Like how many star pieces are there in this one small area? Now I get into a fight with the Piranha Plant. This fight ended up showcasing primarily Mallow because my Geno kept getting Petal Blasted into a mushroom and Mario just kept getting destroyed by magic. So I defeat the plant and gain the 6th star piece? This seed is so good! Now it's time to head to Monstro Town, where the Jagger fight ends up being the hidden box boss fight. So a quick beatdown on that boss lets me, wait, what? The final star piece? But the Jinx fight is Culex? Oh, you know I gotta fight Culex now. Or Culex? I don't know how you pronounce it, actually. The second fight gives me some trouble because Dodo kept murking my Mallow, but I got a good run in defeating him and Valentina to now get into a fight with, I'll say, Culex. The Culex fight was very fun, with Mallow set up like the real magic user. But it was somewhat challenging. He made me use quite a bit of pick-me-ups on Geno. But Mallow's magic made the fight easier because without Mallow's magic I wouldn't be doing any damage because my physical damage is terrible with Mario and Geno. Now it's time for the factory. With the Axem Rangers, I was so frustrated with this fight because I was missing all my perfect blocks at first and couldn't set up Mallow to take care of all the Axem Rangers with Thunderbolt because he kept getting destroyed. So second run it went by smoother. I took out the pink Axem first so she can't Pell Dance me, and then the fight just went by more smoothly. Next boss fight is Clerk. This fight was so simple and fast, nothing noteworthy here. Pretty much just gum stuck to this shoe and easily came off and thrown right into the garbage. This fight is just like, it was so easy. Like the Clerk, the Director, and whatever the other one was, like the three Musketeers is what I like to call them. Like the ones that look like Lego characters, like Lego Directors. Like they are such simple bosses that I don't really have any notes for them because they're just really easy to beat. Next 4 bosses were also not noteworthy, so here's a quick visual rundown of each fight. Now it's time for Smithy! I end up getting so lucky and freebeat my Crystalline and Power Boost back to back for the start of the fight. Thunderbolt with Mallow ended up being crucial for taking out the guys Smithy created, while doing really good damage to Smithy himself. This whole fight was pretty much set up into like my two main items, which was my Crystalline and Power Boost, which I was really happy that I freebeat because I can save that for when I get shredded in the second phase. So this fight was pretty much a cakewalk because Mallow just kept on doing really good damage to the Forger, like the whatever that thing spewing out the gunk is, that Smithy would then turn into a Shy Guy or like one of those arrow guys. And then it just made the fight so much more easier having Mallow being able to do AoE damage to everything, as well as that AoE damage being so much better than my physical attacks, that it just went, phase 1 went by so easily. Time for phase 2. I'll just play out the entire fight with stream audio for you guys to experience phase 2 in its entirety, as it was awesome. But I do want to say, as I'm playing this out, thank you so much for watching. If you have a randomizer I should do a video on, let me know in the comments down below. I have a short break at work from them at the moment, so I'm hoping to use this time to grind out some more YouTube content for the coming year. So stay tuned for more content, and peace. Thank you guys so much. Peace out. Okay, maybe I'll do a lobby damage. My crystal on it.